Okay, so here we have all of the Duromiter removed, as you can see. And so now we're ready to actually make a cut down the center of this. And so with this, we kind of want to have it sitting down, and then
I have to aim it this way a little bit
yeah,
better
so
for the camera
yeah,
there.
so we can see here, and we're going to use the plastic knife for this. So a couple things with this, this is going to be kind of tough to get a nice clean cut, and if you're off a little bit, you might see one the structures in the middle midline are going to look a little differently. So this is where the half brains that you order, where they're cut real nice by the company, are really nice if you want like a good like a specimen to have everyone see. But also too, this is where like you have different lab groups, and like one group might have it really good, one lab group might be off a little bit, and that's where you can look at each other's and share the specimens you have to take a look at everything. So you don't want to like hack back and forth, because then you're going to get like jagged edges. So
Same as a scalpel.
yeah, so we're going to try to do the best we can to make it one.
I can actually hold like this on the sides for the
Yeah,
camera.
yeah.
They'd be holding themselves like this.
Yeah, my hands are getting in the way of the camera here, so we're going to kind of split the duties here. So once you get the Duromiter removed, it's going to cut fairly easily. So right now I'm trying to stay as midline as possible as I'm going through the cerebellum here. And again, these aren't necessarily the most, like the company's going to have better ways of cutting this more perfectly, but in terms of safety and cost, these plastic knives work pretty well. Okay, so I think we've kind of made it through. We're running into a little bit of intact Duromiter on the bottom here. That's why we're having a tough time cutting that. So what you might have to do is switch to a scalpel once in a while to get through a couple spots if it's a little harder to get through. Okay, but otherwise I think got that pretty well.
Looks pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, pretty well separated.
Again, the plastic knife is a safe option, but if you do have like a kitchen knife that you use in the lab, that'd be better too.
Yeah,
definitely sharper the better. But again, the scalpel isn't deep enough without having jagged edges.
Yeah.
Should we grab a few of these?
Yeah, grab a couple more, so this is what we were saying. Some of the structures are easier to see on one versus another, so it works well if you have multiple groups working together to kind of have everyone look at all the specimens.
Yep. So we're kind of grabbing which ones you want to start with. We'll kind of bring these over here.
Let's grab this one. This one's really good right there.
Okay.
And this one here maybe.
Okay. And you'll be doing the same thing in your classroom. Start with this one
so
first.
This one, I believe these were the ones that came half cut from the company, correct?
They were, yes.
Yeah. So you can see a couple. So one of the big differences you'll see is that when we cut ours, the distinction points between the structures are a little less defined, and that's because these have like dried a little bit more because they've been cut previously. So that contrast can actually kind of help you identify stuff a little easier than.
And this will look better once it dries out.
Yeah, and you can see these. And a lot of times what happens, you might do this over multiple days. So the first day you're looking at the outside, and then you maybe make the cut, let it sit overnight, with like a wet paper towel over top of it, and then the next day might look pretty well, or look pretty good when you're going to look at the structures actually.
Okay.